everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making this beautiful sun hat and we are using a new media. It's a new type of yarn that is raffia yarn. This is Premier Home raffia yarn and we are using about 210 yards of yarn today, or 210 yards of raffia today. If you are able to get this type of yarn, I will put a link in my blog where you can get this type of yarn. I got this at Hirschner's and I absolutely love that store, so you should get something like this. Probably get it online if it is not available in a store near you. The color I am using today is almond, but you can get other colors in this Premier Yarns brand, and this is a size 4 medium yarn, so you can use a worsted weight or a double knitting type of yarn, but this is the raffia yarn, and it feels a lot different and looks a lot different than a regular like a polyester or acrylic. This is actually like a papery feeling. So we're going to be using that today in this project. Also, we are using a G size hook, G6, which is 4.25 millimeters, but if you only have a 4 millimeter hook, that is okay. You can also use a 5 millimeter hook, which is an H size hook if you have that handy as well, but today's demonstration will have this 4.25 millimeter hook. We are also going to need a stitch marker, but I am using just a long piece of yarn and going to be using that, or you can use a paper clip or a legit stitch marker if you have one. We are going to use a pair of scissors, a yarn needle to sew in our ends, and also we are going to be making a little piece around the edge here with this beautiful beaded work. So we're going to need a yarn needle to get through the whole of the bead, so the little embellishment there. I also suggest you have a measure tape handy, just because I'm working off of measurements in this project, and I will give you a chart. If you want to make this hat bigger or smaller, I will give you a chart on measurements, and I tell you exactly how large the crown of the hat should be, where you should stop increasing and make the end, or this part of the hat, to go straight down. And then for the brim, you can make this as short or wide as this as well. And then our last round, our crab stitch round, our very last round of this hat, is optional, but I do show how to do that as well. So you can have other embellishments. You can do beads, or you can make you can have a flower or a pin or some type of brooch or something to add to this edge here, or this midsection of the hat, to make it more beautiful and embellished. So that is totally up to you. That is creator's choice, but I'm just going to show you how to make this hat today, and we can get started very soon. I'm just going to mention a few things before we start to make this hat. There are links in the description of this video. There's a link to my blog, YARNutopia.com, where you can get the free written pattern for this hat, so you can follow along to that today. And in the notes section, like I said earlier, there will be a chart to make these, to have measurements for different sizes. So I'll put that chart in the notes section of the blog, and notes in there to show, how to make these bigger or smaller if you want to go on and make these bigger. But this one will fit me. I'm an adult woman, so it will fit me. Also, there's a link in the description of this video to Facebook and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on both of those pages. Our community is growing so fast on Facebook. I'm so blessed. You guys are awesome, and I absolutely love seeing your work and you sharing your photos in there, on the wall and in messages. So make sure you continue to share your work on Facebook, and also on Instagram. If you share your work on Instagram, share a photo, you might want to hashtag YARNutopia so that I can see your work, or you can tag me in your photos or send them to me on Instagram as well. I absolutely love seeing your photos there. I like to double tap those and comment on my favorites. You can also follow me on Snapchat. I'm at YARNutopia, so you can follow me there and see what I do here at YARNutopia headquarters. And I'd love to thank my dad, Fuad, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer subscriber for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube so you can get the update on when he posts our next video. And if you have a chance, go to our channel on YouTube, and on the right hand side there's a blue button that says support. Make sure you click that button and support us in any way you can. That would be greatly appreciated. And to those who have already donated to us, that is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome and helping us continue with YARNutopia. And also, I think that's all today. I just want to thank you so much for watching and keeping these views coming, and your comments are fabulous. So thank you so much for all your support. Let's get started in making this adorable and beautiful sun hat. So this is how your skein will come, and we just want to take off the label, and then there will be a band around it, and we'll just take that off. And then we have the yarn, the raffia straw, so we can just work off of that ball there. So to start off, we're going to start at the end here. We're going to make a slip knot, so put your short end over your long end, and then fold this down, and then pull this through, and pull tight. Okay, and there's your slip knot. Insert your hook in that hole there, and then we can start. So we're going to treat this just like yarn, okay? And we are going to chain 2, so yarn over and pull through 1 and 2. And then in the second chain from the hook, we are going to put 6 single crochet. So the loop on the hook never counts, so count 1 and 2 right in this first chain here. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet. Again, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's 2. Insert your hook in the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 3. This is 4, 5, and 6. Okay, all worked in that center hole there. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Okay, this is going to be I guess a little rough to work with. It's going to be not rough, but like more stiff yarn, which is okay. Now I would suggest you put a stitch marker in. We're going to work in continuous rounds, so put your, I'm just going to put an extra piece of yarn in here. You could use a legit stitch marker or a paper clip or something. Just stick that in there so you know that that's the beginning of your round. And also, for the rest of this pattern, we're going to work in the back loops only. So usually we work through both loops, so you can see this loop right here and this loop here, these stitches. We usually work in both loops, but we're only going to work in these back loops like this. Okay, back loop only. Okay, you can see here, back loop only. Okay, so we're going to be working in the back loops in this project. If you want to, you can work through both loops, but just to make that rib design, I'm going to work in the back loops. So in this round, round 2, we are going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch around. So go right into this first one, back loop only, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, again, go back into that same stitch, same back loop there, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, go into the next stitch right here, back loop only, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, next stitch, 2 single crochets, so 1 and 2. Okay, next stitch, back loop only, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Again, next stitch, back loop only, single crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, next stitch here. At the end of round 2, you should have 12 single crochets. So I'm going to count it real quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There we go. So I'm going to move my stitch marker up 1. And now in round 3, we are going to increase. We're going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch and repeat that around. So in this first stitch right here, back loop only, 2 single crochet. So 1, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 2. Now hop to the next stitch and we're only going to put 1 single crochet in there. Just 1. Okay, then we're going to repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 1. Then 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Remember, working in the back loops only. 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Then 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then, oopsie, 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, last grouping here. At the end of round 3, you should have 18 single crochets, and now we can go on to round 4. So round 4, we are going to move our stitch marker up, and we are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So insert your hook, back loops only. Again, 2 single crochet in the first stitch, 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches here. So 1 and 1. Just like that. Then repeat that around. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 1. Okay, so repeat that around. At the end of round 4, you'll have 24 single crochet. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 5 together. Okay, to go on to round 5, I'm going to move my stitch marker up. I have my 24 stitches around for round 4. So now going on to round 5, we are going to do another increase. We're going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, so in the back loop only, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then insert your hook again into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now just put 1 single crochet in the back loop only of the next 3 stitches. So 1, next stitch 2, and next stitch 3. Okay, and then repeat that all the way around. So put 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, again, 2 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Repeat that around. I'll meet you up at the end of round 5. You should have 30 single crochets, and I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 6 together. Okay, I have my 30 single crochets around, so now I'm going to move my stitch marker up and I'm going to go on to round 6. We are going to increase again. We are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, so right in this next stitch here, put 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, and now we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches this round. Okay, so you can see the increase we're doing is 1 in the next 3 stitches, or 1 in the next stitch, 1 in the next 2 stitches, 1 in the next 3 stitches. Now this round is 1 in the next 4 stitches until we do 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, so 2 single crochet in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, then repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So now you can kind of get that. So next round we're going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. And then it's a really simple increase, and that's how you make hats. So 2 single crochet in this next stitch, then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in this next stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And you can see that in the written pattern as well on my blog. So I will meet you up and we will go on to round 7 together. Just put 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then, or I'm sorry, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches on round 6. After this round, you should have 36 single crochet. So once I have my 36 stitches, I will meet you up. We'll go on to round 7 together. All right, I have my 36 stitches, so I'm going to move my stitch marker up and go on to round 7. We are going to increase. So like I said, we're going to put 2 single crochet in this next stitch. So 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches this round. So 1, 2, 3, remember I'm working in the back loops only. This is 4 and 5. Okay, so 2 in the first, 1 in the next 5 stitches, then 2, repeat now, so 2 in the next, 1 and 2 single crochet, and then 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So count 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then just repeat. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. At the end of round 7, you should have 42 single crochets. So I will meet you up and we will go on to the next round together. Going on to round 8, we're going to put our stitch marker up, and we are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, remember back loops only, and then we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches this round. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat that around. So 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, again, 2 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Repeat that around. At the end of round 8, you should have 48 single crochets. So I will meet you up and we'll go on to round 9 together. Going on to round 9, putting my stitch marker up and moving that there, and we have, after round 8, like I said, we have 48 single crochets around, so this is what it should look like. It's starting to kind of bowl up like a hat, which is nice. And now going on to round 9, we are going to put 2 single crochet in this next stitch right here where we put our stitch marker, 2 single crochet in this first stitch, and you guessed it, 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches this round. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then increase again. So put 2 single crochet in this next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, oh, whoa, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So just to repeat that around, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 7 stitches. At the end of round 9, you should have 54 single crochet. I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 10 together. Going on to round 10, I'm just putting my stitch marker up, and we have, after round 9, 54 single crochet. So now for round 10, we want to get up to 60 single crochet. So we are going to put 2 single crochet in this first stitch, so 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches this round. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we have to increase again, so put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then just repeat. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches, and repeat that around. At the end of this round, you should have 60 single crochet. So I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 11 together. Okay, I have my 60 single crochet, so I'm moving my stitch marker up, and we are going on to round 11. We are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, so 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 9 stitches this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and always remember working in the back loops only. So 2 single crochet in this next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 9 stitches, and just repeat that all the way around. At the end of round 11, you should have 66 single crochet. So I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 12 together. Okay, for round 12, I want to increase again, so I'm going to put my stitch marker up, and after round 11, we have our 66 single crochet. So now for round 12, we're going to get up to 72 stitches around. So put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches this round. Okay, so 2 in the first, and then 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 10 stitches, and like I said, just repeat that all the way around. And at the end of round 12, you should have 72 single crochet, which should be big enough for our increase. If not, you can see the written pattern and see how we increase each round. If you need to continue increasing, just work that same pattern. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 11 stitches then for the next round, and 12 stitches, 13 stitches, 14 stitches, etc. To make this as wide as you need it to be, I'll put the chart though for the size you need to make this crown as the circumference here. I'll pause here and show you. I'll put the chart to show you how big this crown part needs to be, which is our increase is round, and mine needs to be almost 7 inches. Which with this round it will be. It's like 6.5, 6 3/4 inches across. If you wanted to make this smaller, you can see the chart for like a 3-year-old to a 10-year-old size, it would need to be just 6 inches. So you didn't have to go this far in increasing. But I'll put that chart up there, and so you can stop at any increase round here and then go on to round 13 in my pattern. So and then just go on from there. So I will put all that instruction in the notes section of the blog, and then you can follow along from there. So I'll meet you up at the end of round 12, and we will go on to round 13 together. Alright, going on to round 13. So now I have my 72 stitches after round 12. So now rounds 13 through 22 are a repeat. What you're going to do is put your stitch marker up and just put 1 single crochet into each stitch around. We are done increasing. Okay, and we're going to do that for the next 10 rounds. So rounds 13 through 22, we are just putting 1 single crochet into each stitch around, just like this. And again, if you need to make this longer or shorter, I will put that chart to measure, that measure guide, so you can do, you know, more or less rounds before going on to making the brim of the hat. But once I'm done with round 22, I'll meet you up and we'll go on to the brim part together. Alright, so I ended up doing 2 extra rounds, so instead of ending at round 22, I'm ending at round 24 here, okay, and this is what your hat should start looking like right now. Now, if you have to do more rounds or less rounds in this, it's just a repeat pattern for rounds 13 to 24. It's just a repeat pattern. If you want to, you can make 25, 26, 27, or whatever, making this longer, or you can just subtract a few rounds and make this shorter. Just so you want it to end right above your earlobe, I guess right above, like right to your eyebrows, I guess. That's where you want it to end. And mine measures about 7 inches at this point. That's for an adult size hat. Obviously, for a smaller hat, just look at that chart and it will tell you if you're making smaller sizes, you want to end at 5 inches or 6 inches and so on. So just look at that chart that's in the blog, in the notes section of the blog, and you can, you know, do that repeat pattern. And you can do it exactly like mine and make yours up to 7 inches. That was ending on round 24 for that repeat of round 13, which is just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. But now, at this point, when you are ready to make the brim, you can see in this pattern we've been working in the back loops only, and it makes these nice ribbed effect looks, which is really cool. But when you're going on to making the brim, no matter how you're making your stitches, you have to work in the front loops now, okay? The front loops just on the brim round, the first round of the brim, so round 25 in my pattern, you will work in these front loops only, okay? Not through both loops and not through the back loop. We're working in the front loop only on this round. And we are going to increase, making 2, so I'll show you here. I'm going to move my stitch marker up. We're going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and just remember, front loop only. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. I know you know how to make a single crochet because we made it this far so far. So put 2 single crochets in this first stitch. So it was 1 and 2. Okay, front loops only. Then just 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Front loop only. Okay, then go to the next stitch here, front loop only, and put 2 single crochet. 1, 2, and then in the next stitch, just put 1 single crochet. Okay, and we're just repeating that all the way around. So 2 single crochet in this next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Front loops only on this round. Round 25 is front loops only, working 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next. Okay, just like this. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat that all the way around. At the end of round 25, or your first brim round, you will have 108 stitches if you're making this exactly like me. So just do that all the way around. I'll meet you up then. We'll go on to round 26 together. Okay, going on to the next round, round 26. So now you can see here, it looks like I have all my stitches around. I have 108 stitches all the way around for round 25, and you can see on the inside here that I worked through the front loops only, so it gives this look in the inside, and this will then start poking outward. It'll start pointing outward like this, so we'll have a brim. So for rounds 26, we are going to just put one single crochet into each stitch around. So here I move my stitch marker up, and I'm just putting, now we're working in the back loops of this one, okay? So now we're back to working in the back loops only, okay? Or you can work through both loops at this point. I'm going through both, but I'm going to work through the back loops again, continuing my ribbed effect, and I'm just going to put one single crochet into each stitch around, working in those back loops only. Super simple round, just working one single crochet into each stitch. Okay, so on round 28, right? No, round 27, sorry. We're working on round 26 right now. So round 27 is going to be another increase, and I'll show you how to do that once I come back around. So just do one single crochet into each stitch around for round 26, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 27 together. So I'm in the middle of working on round 26 right now, and I want to show you, because I'm ending my yarn. You can see here my end of my skein is here, so I'm going to show you how to add a new skein of yarn, because our hat isn't done yet, so we want to add more yarn. So what I'm going to do, you can see I'm starting a single crochet in this stitch, and I'm going to leave the rest of this as a straggler, and I'm going to hook on my new yarn, okay, so same color, just new yarn. I'm just going to hook that on my hook and then pull that through to finish off that single crochet, okay? So now on the inside of our hat, we have two stragglers here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause here real quick, and I'm going to tie these in a small knot on the inside of the hat. Just a simple knot, nothing too major, just a once time, because it will be secure. And then what I'm going to do is start crocheting over the top of those two stragglers in these next stitches, and just continuing working my round 26, just working one single crochet into each stitch, but I'm also working over the top of these stragglers here so that that gets hidden. And now I'm on to my new skein of yarn. So it's that simple. So I just wanted to show you, because we are using more than one skein of yarn, and if you run into that glitch or that issue there, then you know how to change colors or change yarn when you run out of yarn. So now I'm just going to continue working the pattern, just putting one single crochet around, and now at this point I will meet you up when we go on to round 27. Alright, moving on to round 27, I'm going to move my stitch marker up, and now we are going to make an increase. Our increase this round is going to be putting two single crochet in the next stitch, so right in here, 1 and 2, and then one single crochet in the next two stitches. Okay, so 1 and 2. And then just repeating that around. So put two single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then one single crochet in the next two stitches, so 1 and 1. Okay, just like that. Just continue working that all the way around, so two single crochet in the next stitch and one single crochet in the next two stitches, and then do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up at the end of round 27. We'll go on to round 28 together. When you finish round 27, you may have 1 or 2 extra stitches. Just put one single crochet in the rest of the stitches on that round. So when I finished, our repeat was 2 single crochet in the next stitch and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, but I ended up having 1 stitch left. So you may end up with 145 stitches at the end of this round. That is okay. So we're going to go on to rounds 28 and 29, which are the same. We're going to move our stitch marker up, and we're just going to put one single crochet crochet into each stitch around for rounds 28 and 29. So this is super simple. You should have either 144 or 145 stitches on this round, and then I'll meet you up when I'm finished with round 29, because round 30 is another increase round. Alright, I just finished round 29. I have my 144 stitches still, so I did round 28 and 29, just one single crochet around, moving my stitch marker up, going on to round 30. We are going to do an increase. We are going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, so 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 23 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And then we're just going to repeat. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next 23 stitches. At the end of this round, you should have 150 single crochet. If you end up with 151 single crochet, that is okay. So I'll meet you up at the end of round 30 and we'll go on to round 31 together. Okay, so I have my 150 stitches around. It just increased. So going on to rounds 31 and 32 are just a repeat of 28 and 29. So we are just putting 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around for 150 single crochets. And that's for rounds 31 and 32. So I will then meet you up at the end of round 32. Going on to round 33, we will be doing another increase. When you finish round 32, make sure to put your stitch marker up and we can increase for round 33. We are going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch here. So 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 24 stitches, and then repeat that around. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see, and again, I'm working in the back loops only. I know I mentioned that a few times in this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And then just repeat that then. So put 2 single crochet in the next stitch, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in the next 24 stitches. At the end of round 33, you should have 156 stitches, and then I'll meet you up at when we go on to round 34. Okay, going on to round 34. Rounds 34, 35, and 36 are all the same. It's just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So for the next 3 rounds, I'm just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. That's 156 stitches. So when I'm finished then with round 35, okay, so I'm going to, round 36, I'm going to do rounds 34, 35, and 36 all on my own. I'll let you do yours on your own. You don't have to watch me put one single crochet in each stitch around for 3 rounds. So once I'm finished with round 36, I'll meet you up and we'll do round 37 together. So just put one single crochet in each stitch around for the next 3 rounds. Okay, so I finished round 36, and now round 37 is actually optional. I'm just going to show you, you could fasten off at this point by just going into this next stitch right here and slip stitching, which I can do anyway, because going on to round 37, we're going to do a crab stitch, so we're going to actually work this way instead of this way. So go into this very next stitch, your very first stitch of this round, and you can go under both loops. You can see I'm going under the front and back loop, okay, not just the back loop, and then yarn over, pull through, and pull through on there, just like that. And then to fasten off, I usually just chain 1, cut that yarn, and then sew it in. But on this round, round 37, we are going to do something called a crab stitch. And what that is, we are actually going to go backwards. So I'm going to go into this stitch we just made, our last single crochet, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through. Okay, so now there's 2 loops on your hook. Like that. We're going to yarn over and pull through both of those loops. Okay, and then we're going to just do that around. So go into the next stitch on the side, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull that through. Okay, and then yarn over and pull through both of the loops on your hook. Okay, next stitch, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook. So it's basically a reverse single crochet. So go into this next stitch over here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. 1 and 2. Okay, and just do that in each stitch all the way around, and then we can be done. So like I said, this is optional though. You don't have to do the crab stitch on this round, but I want to, just to make it a nice clean edge, and then I'll meet you up when we're about to fasten off. Alright, just finishing this round here. Almost done. I'm going to fasten off. So to fasten off, we're just going to go into this first stitch here, this where we made our first crab stitch, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through that loop on your hook, just like that, slip stitch. And then to fasten off, I like to just chain 1 and then cut my yarn and then pull that through and pull tight, and then we can remove this stitch marker, grab your yarn needle and sew in this end. Okay, so yarn your needle, and then to sew in your end, I like to just go inside and go underneath some of these stitches, just like that. Sew that in, hide it. And some more. Just enough to make sure it is secure and it's not going to unravel like that. Okay, then you want to cut any extra, stretch it out to hide that completely, and then your hat is done. But if you want to, you know, you could be done at this point, and congratulations, you've made yourself a beautiful sun hat. But I want to embellish this just around the brim. You could add a brooch, like a pin, or a flower pin, or some type of decoration. I am going to grab some raffia here, and what I ended up doing is just opening this up, okay, kind of like making it a ribbon all the way across. Okay, and then I'm going to wrap this around my hat. This is the back, so I want this to go on the side. And then I'm going to add some beads. So what I'm going to do is actually take my yarn needle, and to secure this, if you are making, you know, if you're adding a ribbon, or if you want to add this raffia like we are in this video, you just take this on the yarn needle and just go through one of the stitches from the last round of the hat part, okay, and then take this one and yarn your needle with that, and then go over and under this one. Okay, and then I'm going to tie this in a once notch just to secure that. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm going to add some beads to the end here and then trim off these edges. So I have a bead here in my yarn needle. I'm just going to yarn my needle. Okay, and then I'm going to stick my bead on here. Okay, and then I'm going to tie a few knots so that this does not fall off. So I'm just going to do like 2 or 3. In the same spot. Just so that bead doesn't fly off. There. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim this right at the edge of my hat, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do that for this one as well. Grab my yarn needle, yarn my needle with this raffia. It's going to be a little difficult, there we go. And then grab my other bead, put that on, put it up here, tie my knots. Like I said, tie like 3 knots. One, 2. Oops, you want it in the same spot every time. And 3. Okay, and then that bead is good. And then you can trim this like that. And there you have the 2 little beads on there. That's cute. And there you have it. So this is the back side right here. And then this will come off the side of it like that. And there's our hat. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, you don't have to have this around the edge. You can have, you know, a flower, a little brooch, you know, a little pin, something else, a ribbon, you know, anything really. But and also I would suggest maybe blocking this brim down, you know, like pinning it down to either a towel or a foam, and then spraying it with water and letting it sit so that it lays flat. You can stretch it out a little bit to also help it lay flat, but it looks so fabulous and it was a lot of fun to make. So thank you again for watching and learning. You know, make sure you check out those links in the description of this video. If you're watching this on YouTube or on my blog, there are links to my blog, like I said, YARNutopia.com. There's also a link to Facebook and Instagram. If you share your photos on Facebook, share them in the posts. You can post it right to the wall, and then I'll be able to see that. And also, if you want to check out posts by others, check out everybody else's posts, and you can get inspiration for your next project on Facebook. But if you post this on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia so that I can see your hats. I'd love to see, you know, raffia comes in other colors, so you can get this in all kinds of colors and make these hats. And it's summertime coming up, so this would be so perfect to lay out in the sun and have this nice, beautiful hat, or in the garden. That would be really nice too. So make sure to share your photos on the internet, and also subscribe to my channel here on YouTube for sure, and you'll get the update when we post our next video. And then follow me on Snapchat. I'll be snapping away. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Happy hooking!